Hello, team. It's Carrie Payne coming to you today to chat a little bit about Google Forms. Google Forms has been an amazing tool for me to help folks determine what program is best for them and really use as a tool to communicate better and be able to help people better because of it. So let's get started. I am going to take you into, first of all, a virtual boot camp questionnaire that I use, virtual boot camp interest form. This is a form that I've already created. I'm going to go back through in this video and share with you how to create this. It's super simple. You need to have a Google account. So I don't know if you use Gmail for your email right now. But it's really a great platform to have for so many different reasons, to use things like Google Forms, things like Google Streak for tracking emails, things like that. Google Docs is a great tool for being able to have things on your desktop as well as on your phone to be able to kind of go back and forth between those. So the Google platform is really great for coaching in general because it gives you a lot of great tools to work with. Google Forms in particular has been helpful to me in gathering information from folks who are interested in joining my virtual boot camp. I got these prompts from another coach. This is not really rocket science. What I always say, Beachbody says so often, is success leaves clues. And so when I see something that looks successful that another coach is doing, I certainly want to, to try to do that to see if it works for me, and hopefully this will work for you also. So I named it my virtual boot camp. I created this Canva image up here. You can have an image or no image, of course. And then you could go in here and you can write whatever you'd like on the top. But the main things that I like to have in is, of course, the name, the person's name, phone number, email address, and then ask a few questions. What are your current goals? What's your current workout regimen? What exercises do you like or dislike? This really helps to understand if a person dislikes something or has some issues as far as mobility or what have you. That helps to understand that right off the bat before you get on the phone with someone. What are the biggest challenges? So give them some options here, some ideas of maybe what might be challenging to them. Main motivation for joining this group. What excites you about what's your why? Any food sensitivities? This helps me with connecting people to the right supplementation, Shakeology, and or of course our performance line. And then I always ask if you ever worked with a coach or done Beachbody programs, or so I know what basis of knowledge they have before I have a conversation. Now, once I get all this back from someone, it allows me to know how to help them better. And I find that once I get the answers to these questions, getting on the phone is where I really learn more about them. Is where I really am able to take these things that I already know and ask more questions, really get to know the person and feel like I'm prescribing them something versus just giving them a tool that is not specific to them. So it's a great tool, and it really is professional looking and helps people to have, it's a kind of a non-confrontational way to gather information for someone initially and then be able to have that conversation with them. What I also do is I will take this link. So I'll go to send here so you can see it. I'll take this link right here and I will grab it, I'll shorten the URL, and I'll copy and paste it into an email to someone, a text to someone, a private message to someone, or a lot of the times when I am starting a group or want to do a call to action, I will put it in the comment section of a Facebook post that I do so that folks can just look at my Facebook post and say, you know what, I want to fill out this form just to get some more information. And like I said, it's more of a non-confrontational way of putting out the resource that is you to your potential client. So that's a way that I use Google Forms. The other thing that I really love about it is the add-on feature. You just go in and add this on for free. And what it is, it's a form notification. So every time you get have a form filled out, you get a notification from it. So I'm going to go into mine so you can kind of see what it looks like. Form notifications. So notify me on responses. I keep that on. I do send notifications for every, I think it does, like it'll populate this as every 100 responses or something like that. I want one every time I get a form filled out. So every one response. And I put a thank you email automatic in there. So I will collect the email by a certain form field, which is through the email address. And you can see you can choose your form field here by the phone number, by the name, by the email address is where I want to get it. And then I have a subject, virtual boot camp. Thank you for filling out my form. And I go ahead and have this populated so that I can determine, or I can go ahead and get someone to look at their calendar to get on the phone with me. So, hey lady, thank you for taking the time to fill out this form. Your answers will truly help me to help you. I really like to jump on the phone for a quick call after review, and sometimes a few more questions based on answers. Can you shoot me a couple dates and times that would work for you to chat? It will take more than 15 minutes. Look forward to working together, and I know that you can do anything you put your mind to and action behind. Let's do this. I'll be in touch soon. Have an awesome day, Carrie. So this, once someone fills out my form, this immediately goes to them. And a lot of the times that day, I'll get an email back saying tomorrow works, or today works, or whatever. And then we can start the conversation of getting on the phone. Being on the phone, whether you're comfortable with it or you're not comfortable with it, is really the best way to do it. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you become with it. And it's really, when I think about getting on the phone with someone, I think that it's all about them, not about me. It's all about finding a solution to their problem, not about my product or my service. I want my service to be something that helps them, so it's all about them. So it's asking more questions, it's letting them speak, it's, if you don't know the answer to a question, being willing to say, you know what, I'm going to write that down. I don't know the answer, but I'm going to get back to you. It's a conversation, and I find that it's so wonderful and so effective. So don't shy away from that phone conversation after folks fill this form out. I have done both. I've just sent an email, and that's great, and it works, and folks get back to you. But I have also found that the relationship is also built so much better when we do have those phone conversations, and I'm able to help them even better. So a little side note there. Okay, so I'm going to go back over to my forms, and I'm going to show you how to create one. All right, so here's a blank form. Super simple. We're going to call it whatever we want to call it. Virtual boot camp. Okay. We can put in description if we want, and we don't have to if we don't want to. So first question, name. Look at that. So simple. And it changed that for you to short answer because it realized it just needs to be a short answer. But you can come over here and change it to so many things, drop downs, multiple choice, all that kind of stuff. I love the file upload too. And I haven't used that, but I have thought about it for another application, which I'll tell you guys about soon. Okay, so then there we go. Next, there you go. Add the next one. Email. Again, it prompted to short answer, so we're good with that. I also like to put everything on here required, unless you don't feel like, unless there's a bonus question that you want to ask that you feel like doesn't have to be required. I do everything to be required because I want to know all the information that I am asking for. And I find that just, you guys saw all the categories that I had already. I feel like that was short and sweet and to the point, and folks like stuff like that. Some people will fill this form out in paragraphs, and some will do short, sweet answers, and they both work, but they both gather really the pertinent information to go to the next step. Okay, so, you just keep going. You just keep adding things in, and you just keep deciding if you want multiple choice or, really what you want within this menu. Okay, so now you've created your little form. Title it, of course. There you go. Populated it for me. And you can go in here and customize your theme. So you can change your colors. You can choose an image. So they give you a bunch of images, which is kind of cool. And then you can upload your own images. So you can go to your desktop, browse your images. Of course, whatever you want to put there works. You can create an image over on canva.com, which is a whole nother ball game for training, but canva.com is a great resource for creating images for social media. So you can change your font and your background and all that jazz. So the sky's the limit here. Now, once you have this in place, you're going to have your add-on. Now, when you open these forms up, you're not going to have that form notification drop down. It's just going to be this puzzle piece. So you're going to need to add form notifications to your forms so that you're able to get that. Because if you don't do that, your forms will just sit here and you're not going to get notified unless you keep checking back. So make sure you turn your form notifications on. You can choose to do that email like I said before, or you can choose to just be notified, whichever way. Okay, so once you have that, you're able to send or copy. So a lot of times I will copy because I do use it a lot in social media or send in private messages. So shorten that URL, copy and paste, done. Super simple. You can use it over and over and over again for your clients. Here's your responses over here. So right now I don't have responses, accepting responses. That'll turn on, but if you, for some reason, fill your virtual boot camp, don't want any more responses coming through, you can turn that off so that if someone looks at an old link, they're not responding to you. I never turn mine off because I always have a place for somebody. I don't ever want to turn anybody away from my boot camp, no matter if it's already started or not. Okay. I'm going to go back. I'm going to share a recent form that I've done and I think is valuable for once you get your boot camp started. And again, this is new for me. I haven't done it yet. I haven't shared this yet. But I think forms are a valuable way for us to gather information, whether it be for someone that's a new client or just really anything that you want to gather information on. And my initiative is to gather stories of folks who have been a part of my virtual boot camp, been a part of our Circle of Strong, and really want to share with me their story. So I've said that here, nothing more powerful than our story. And I truly believe it. So I have created this form, name, email address, home address, because I like handwritten notes, share, and this just a couple prompting questions, a few prompting questions. And this right here helps me to gather stories and share also with my potential clients, folks who are interested or who are following me, who want to know really the inside of what we do as coaches, what it's like to be in a virtual boot camp. And so my hope is to take some of this information and share it on social media, whether I tag the person or not, of course, at their discretion or whatever they like. But again, another creative way of using Google Forms to really share what we do and to do it effectively and professionally. So that is just another way that I'm using Google Forms. Many, many different ways. Here's also to join the team. So Here's another several questions. Again, I found these questions from another coach, and we all help each other in that way. A lot of this stuff isn't original. However, when it comes from you, it's authentic, and that's what matters. What matters is your authenticity, and the tools that we use to relay that and to make it effective and systematic are really helpful in the front end to help us to communicate better. So there's a lot of questions on this one, but you can customize all these forms like I showed you to work for you. So I hope this helps you, and I am an open book. So let me know if you have any questions, and I think that you will find that Google Forms are a great tool for you. All right, have a great day.